as well as Bob Rosenthal from the Allen Ginsberg Trust, who gave me permission to use Allen's quote. The next poem I'm going to read is a poem that I read on the first night this club opened, or before it was really actually officially opened. And we did a long shot magazine tribute to Gregory Corso, and this was an elegy I wrote for Gregory called Gregory's Last Lines. He was a poet of silk and the spreading of silk. No earthly nor deity remained immune from his probing questions. When the Academy turned its head for a Pulitzer second, he slipped an enlightened humor worm into the gut of poetry that hasn't yet wriggled its way out. With fountain pen tears, he mourned the nationalism of the nation, even as he hosannaed the home run. He fooled death, coaxing it into the soup of life. Every time, but for one. Writing in Many Have Fallen, about American soldiers marched by armies to radioactive bomb blasts, Gregory wrote, all survived, until 2 decades later, when the dead finally died. A last line of stunning poetry enough to make the head of Emily D's, to make the top of Emily D's head pop off. In 1983, Andy Clausen is also here tonight, America's great poet. In 1983, Andy Clausen brought him to carouse our New Brunswick bars. We stopped at my kitchen table electric typewriter, where Gregory pulled his pocket notebook and tapped out a piece for a long shot magazine. The poem was called Delacroix Mural at St. Sulpice. And deep into typing, Gregory stopped and asked, what thought I of his last 3 pencil lines? I eyed his notebook, said, I liked them, but not as much as the rest of the poem. I thought he might write 3 new lines on the spot, but instead he stood up, waved his left hand suavely, and declared the poem done, at what had been the 4th to last line. I know the ways of God, by God. He knew how to end, and he ended. I had the chance to read him Ode to the West Wind on his cancer bed. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? After approaching mortality's last breath in summer, he arose to see another new year. Now I hear his ashes will be buried in Rome's cemetery, a neighbor of Shelley and the one whose name is written in water. In getting to the poem, Gregory ended, I will live and never know my death. Who can say whether he was aware of that golden moment when the breath says no? But he damn sure got to the poems. Death. Gregory knew your secret name. He knew your habits, your weapons, your games. Now give his verse the life it deserves, and do what you will with his Gilgamesh hair.